welcome to Lanier. Qualifying underway for our SRX, SRL, a race of champions. Here you see Montrose in the one. This is the open race. We'll have a 20-lap open to try and get two drivers into the main. The top two qualifiers will transfer. I shouldn't say qualifiers, top two finishers in this open. And this field gets to have qualifying to see where they start this race. Caution laps don't count. Montrose puts the first lap on the board. Cliff Mullins rolling out on track along with Damon Nagel. Montrose second lap a little quicker, 15.846 will be his time, so we switch over to the 37. Cliff and the Curlies. Guns and more. You think of Ian's time there? Where do you think he'll end up by the end of it?
15.845. I bet someone like I bet Scott probably goes faster, but I think Ian's probably solidly in the first two rows.
Cliff first lap 15.86, just behind Ian. Second lap's actually slower for Cliff. He will stay second behind Montrose. Have Benke and Elston out on track. We'll watch Elston as he was one of the fastest in practice in that Federated Auto Parts 8.5 car. Benke posts a 15.97. He'll be third of the qualifier so far. Damon gets it up the hill. He kind of points it down and drives it off. Interesting line. We didn't see a lot of that in practice. We'll see how it does on his lap times. First one is an 85, second one's a 97, so his fastest one puts him second on that first lap. Benke stays in fourth after his second lap was slower. Now we wait for Nagel and Hayes. Hayes is rolled out there. Nagel's just going to wait for everybody to qualify, so he gets his TV time. A veteran move in SRL. Hayes, 47, Hot Wheels car. Pretty good looking car for Dalton this week. First lap shows a 16.16. Dalton slowest in practice, so he's kind of figuring out this place as he goes, I think. Big slide there in 3 and 4. That's going to kill his lap time.
Did he just downshift? Did I hear a downshift?
It did sound like a downshift. It very well
I'm not hearing things, am I?
And he smacked the wall there, and he'll stay at 5th, but he's out there having fun. Damon, he has decided to take the track. His Trevor Project machine. Such a good looking race car, the black and chrome.
I think I'm just not gonna doubt Ian again. I didn't pick him to transfer last week, and I'm like, he won't be the pole. He'll be first to rows, and I think he's gonna put a P1 here.
Think that Damon won't be able to get him?
Not with that line. I think he's too high up for the track state at the moment. And
yep, you are correct.
Indeed, he does not go any faster.
15.97 first lap and a 16.1.
Ooh, right into the opening.
He did not like that car anymore, did he?
No, that car apparently was not shining bright enough.
Don't think we'll see Asherbrenner qualify, so that should be everybody. That should be our 6-car starting lineup, plus William Asherbrenner. And while that Hayden guy doesn't count at the bottom, we just put him in there so he could admin. He won't show up once we get the cars out on track, so it'll be 7 cars going for the open. 2 spots will transfer to the main. Who are you taking?
I feel like you got to take Scott here. Scott's a pretty solid dirt racer in the SRL community. And you know what? Like I said, I'm just not going to doubt Ian at this point. I'm going to take Ian Montrose to transfer as well. I think that'd be a first this season for Cliff Mullins not to make the main event. But unfortunately, all good things come to an end. So
I think that's actually happened. I think it happened on the other dirt race, actually.
Oh, so yeah, I wasn't here for that. I don't know anything. I'm dumb.
Yeah. So I'm going to take Ian as well, and my second driver, go ahead and give me Damon. I think he's going to sneak up there. Sorry, Scott.
I would take Damon.
Good luck, y'all. We're going to hop up in the booth.
All right.
get out of there so they can talk race stuffs.
Who needs to talk about race stuff?
All right, you got a short starting lineup, so go ahead and hit it with us once we get most of the cars on track. I see 3 stragglers there.
Well, fortunately, our front row has already a grid. On the pole is the number 1 number 1 Waffle House car of Ian Montrose to his outside, possibly the preferred lane on this start is the 85 of Scott Elston. Second row, third position, sorry, is 37 of Cliff Mullins to his outside, the 86 of Damon Nagel. Inside third row, Matt Benke. Outside him is Dalton Hayes in that Hot Wheels machine. That is another gorgeous looking race car. And in the final row, all by himself, is William Asherbrenner.
There you go. 7 cars set to do 20 laps here, and they'll have 25 minutes to do it. Caution laps don't count. I don't know why, but I love the Waffle House. You notice on the tail wing, he has that one right over top of like what looks like a waffle. It's kind of awesome.
Even though
if you're a Waffle House veteran, you are well aware that Waffle House waffles are round, so it's kind of misleading.
Small details like that, Ian, we need to get on. Like, come on, let's go.
Although, let's be honest, we both know he didn't make that car.
No, he did not. I would eat a square Waffle House waffle, though. I mean, if it's from Waffle House, I mean,
I would eat any shaped waffle from Waffle House. I just know that if it's square, it's not from Waffle House. I don't want it.
Like, don't give me a square waffle and tell me it's from Waffle House, because you're just lying to me.
Exactly. Now
I don't appreciate being lied to.
I don't. It's the worst. So you're anticipating Elston to be quite a challenge here on the start.
Yeah, I think there's the outside lane could prevail really down the backstretch, depending on with the start on green. I think is the biggest thing. Everyone will be even heading off into turn 1, and that's kind of the outside lane. I think can carry some more momentum and potentially clear Montrose down the backstretch.
Cody Cleaver has just ruined my entire life in chat.
Oh no.
He said he's had a square waffle at Waffle House. And
he went through an imposter Waffle House. Like that's
I was going to say, I'm going to be very inclined not to believe him.
Can I challenge that?
I need proof.
Can I throw the challenge flag?
I'm sorry, my friend, but I need proof. I just don't believe it. My entire life is a lie if you come through with proof on that. He's not an Instagram whore that takes pictures of every meal. Wow.
And what the hell are you doing with your life?
I mean, I know Instagram whores that don't take pictures of their meals, so I mean, I didn't know that was exclusive to Instagram whores.
I mean, whores aren't exclusive to Instagram. They're all on Twitch, too. They're on Twitch. Anyway, pace truck is off.
Oh, wow.
Green flag is out. Ian and Scott with the fairly...
Scott's way out of shape.
Always in the... Well, that's going to ruin my... Again, with this doubting Ian thing.
I mean...
Ian Montrose clear down the back straightaway. Cliff Mullins looking to his inside.
To be fair, you did pick Ian.
I did, but I also said he wouldn't be leading down the back, and well,
that's fair.
No, it was. Lap and a half in the books. Montrose clear of Mullins, side by side for that third position with Scott and Damon, two of our premier dirt racers in SRL.
They put this setup together, so you'd expect them to be good.
They're not taking the Cliff Mullins route of.
No, Damon!
Damon! What a save from Damon Nagel. He's going to lose the spot there to Matt Benke. But man, what a save. Potentially a save that saves that race car. Might give him the opportunity to put it in the main event.
Cliff's putting the pressure on Montrose. Where did this come from? Cliff hates dirt racing.
Oh, is that Cliff? No, I was going to say notorious dirt hater.
Look at him.
Look into the... He's yawing that thing out down the straightaway.
Benke got the inside wall, got a little out of shape. He's going to fall back to 6th.
Ian is driving his race car a lot straighter than Cliff was. You can see him get tight right there in the center of the corner. Going to whip it out and try to get a run down the front stretch.
You know, watching Cliff's car, he's not stepping it out that much. He's almost driving it like it's an asphalt short track. That could be why it's kind of playing into his wheelhouse a bit.
Yeah, and look behind them. Here comes Scott Elston with that thing definitely yawed out.
Yeah, Scott's trying to make up ground in a hurry.
These laps are clicking by quickly. We're on lap 7. Montrose Mullins, your transfer spots at the moment. Scott Elston not far behind, waiting for a mistake from one of these two.
Could be a mistake, could be contact. These two try to get a little racy right now. Cliff doesn't need to pass Ian, but he sees that Scott Elston blue car right behind him. Elston got big out of shape there. He's going to lose a ton of time.
Our only side-by-side battle on the racetrack is Dalton Hayes and Matt Banky. Otherwise, everyone is pretty strung out here. Scott might have to make up this time on his own. And he's certainly trying.
Yeah, he lost it quite a distance, over a full second back. He's gotten it down to 9/10. So small gains, but the time's winding down. Ashenbrenner staying down out of the way, letting these guys pass. Nice move there from the Tampa Bay Lightning car.
And you can see only halfway through this race, both Montrose and Mullins have moved up about a car width and a half up the racetrack. That bottom lane going away, you can see the rubber getting laid down. Definitely want to avoid that. And as the track slicks off, you can see Montrose opening his advantage over Mullins, who is in the wall.
Cliff all the way up to the wall. It's really not such a horrible thing, but it is going to cost some time to the leader. And Elston closing in. They make their way past the Matt Benke machine. Benke lost his nose somewhere. Now is smoking down on the inside, but we stay green. Hopefully he doesn't lay any fluid on the track.
Really loose. The handling of this race car is going away from Cliff as this track slicks off. Enters in the slick there.
Transfer spot about to be under hot and heavy contention. It's the closest battle on track right now at half second.
Scott throwing it into the corners, hoping he can find some grip on exit, just not quite working. Cliff opening that gap up once again, up to a full second.
You can see the eyes of Scott Elston as he tries to track down Cliff Mullins there. Wolf on board.
We're tight. He's tight. He's tight. Fuck that guy.
And Matt Banky has brought that machine to pit road, so we're down to 5 cars out on the racing surface. It's Montrose over Mullins over Scott Elston, your first car out of the transfer at the moment.
Cliff hanging in there. I did not expect this kind of a run out of Mullins on dirt, but he is holding off the dirt guy, Scott Elston. It has actually grown the gap between these two cars. Color
Scott's
me
gonna
impressed.
need to figure something out. We're coming to 4 laps to go, and he is running out of time real quick.
Do have a lap car that's about to factor in. I believe that is Dalton Hayes up there.
Gap right at 1 second. Mullins with a mistake down there in turn 1.
Scott just can't get it hooked up. You hear the back wheel spinning so much he can't get it. Can't get the traction he needs to try and catch that Curly's car.
3 laps to go. The gap was 1 second. It's now down to just 9/10. It's not quick enough. And Cliff might have found something here back on the bottom of the racetrack.
I think Scott's just overdriving the car a bit. I think if he had kind of taken the line Cliff's on now, he would have been okay, but it's just a little too late now.
I think he needs to calm down the entry. Oh, and he enters in the slick, and that's going to get him way too loose. He's going to lose a bunch of time coming back to the white flag.
Looks like
A
Cliff's gonna be
cautionless, open, or
yes,
whatever we're calling this race.
it's
The open,
definitely
yes.
the open. Montrose down the back stretch into 3 and 4 for the final time in the open. Montrose is going to win the open. And Cliff Mullins, shocking, going to transfer out. He missed it in the dirt race week number 2, but he finds a way to make it happen in week 4. Mullins going to transfer to the main for the 3rd time in 4 tries. Scott Elston and Damon Nagel going to be disappointed. They made this setup. They are the dirt guys. And shocking to see neither one of them transfer.
Let's go ahead and get a word in with our open winner. Ian, this is Hayden in the booth. You got me?
What's up, Hayden?
No, not much. Just you put on a clinic out there. Track started to slick off, and it looked like you just kind of opened your gap as soon as that happened. How'd it feel out there, and how'd you get it done?
Yeah, definitely got a little slicker as you can start to see it shine up a little bit. But no, it was actually really fun when the grip was in the car. 'Cause you could really attack the corners. But yeah, the longer we went on, the more you had to just baby the throttle a little bit. But yeah, solid night out, and excited to move on to the main.
So I believe this is 2 weeks in a row that you've won the Open. How do you feel going into the main event later tonight?
Well, I know what lines feel good and what don't. Also had 20 laps of experience under green, so yeah, I feel really good. This should be a fun racetrack tonight. So excited to see everybody out there, and we'll see what we can do.
All right, well, we're excited to see you in the main event. You got any friends, family, or sponsor shout outs you want to give for the open here?
Yeah, I'd like to thank the wife and my parents. They're watching in the living room, so thank you to them for supporting me. Thank to my teammate Cody who was spotting, and you and DG in the booth for broadcasting, and then thanks to DG for putting on the league. It's been fun this season, so yeah, appreciate everybody for coming out as well. That was a fun race.
All right, that was the number 1 of Ian Montrose, your open winner. Let's go ahead and grab the one and only. Well, I would grab Cliff Mullins, but I don't see him anywhere. So,
Someone clipped
unfortunately,
that where Hayden said he would grab Cliff Mullins.
I would grab Cliff Mullins. I've got some things I want to say to that man.
I don't think that's what you were going to grab him for. Let's pull in Scott. Scott, DG and Hayden in the booth. You got the copy?
Yep.
Well, a little shocking to see both you and Damon Nagel not transfer here tonight. What happened?
Wrong gear choice on the start. I had too much wheel spin, and Damon picked the right gear, and the mix of the two, he got into me with no fault of his own. It was my fault, and that little bobble was all it took.
What you're saying is even in dirt, the Delta Prime guys are being the Delta Prime guys and taking each other out.
Sure.
10-4. Hayden, you got something for Mr. Scott?
No, I think that was just wanted to go over kind of what happened there on the start, and if you had gotten a second there on that initial start, do you think you could have held off Cliff?
Oh yeah. Cliff, yes, I wasn't gonna beat Ian. Ian had the perfect line.
Speaking of Cliff,
could have.
There's Cliff.
Hey, it's me.
Scott just said he could have held you off if he got in front of you.
He probably could have. I did not know how to pass on here.
It was really hard to pass there. You had to do it on the outside, I think.
Yeah, right there towards the end, you probably could have done it, but early on, there was so much grip on the bottom, it was so hard to get a run on anybody on the outside. I took one shot at Ian right there, and I was like, I don't like it up there just yet. So, and then I smacked the wall over there in 3 and 4, and I thought, well, there we go. Scott's going to pass me now. So,
all right. Well, Jake blames you for something, and Matt says, "Think you're welcome for the push."
What? Nobody touched me. I don't think.
Is that what happened to Banky? Because I saw him smoking on the inside there.
I don't think that was Cliff related. I think maybe he pushed him at the start or something, got him out there.
Maybe so. Well, he did bump me a little bit, but I was already up against Ian, so I was pushing Ian.
Well, a shocking transfer after missing the dirt on week 2. You get it done on week 4. How does that feel?
I got lucky that Scott started on the outside. That's the only reason I made it into this thing. So
Scott started on the outside, and he said he picked the wrong gear.
Which gear did you start at? Second?
Second.
Yeah, I was wrong.
Yep.
Bad choice. Bad choice.
We started pace, and I go to Damon. I go second gear or third gear because I tried them both, and he didn't really say anything. He said, "Let me try third." So we tried third, and then we went green, and I was in the wrong gear.
Well, Cliff appreciates it.
I really do, yeah.
What do you think about the main here tonight? You got 2 40-lap races to run with all the big boys.
Well, I was probably like, probably could have got a top 5 in this race, legitimately on my speed. Now I get to be the absolute fucking slowest one in the next race, so fucking great.
Perfect. All right, well, get on up there into the main, and well, get on up there and good luck. And you got any friends, family, shout outs for your transfer into the main event tonight?
Yeah, got to give a shout out to Pinnacle Trailer Sales, Curly's Guns and More, AC Racing Graphics, Spin Venom Podcast, CTC, SRL, everybody that makes all this stuff happen over here. And yeah, it's time to go be the slowest one in the race.
10-4, as long as you're having fun.
When are we getting another podcast, Cliff?
That's a good damn question. Probably sometime this weekend, maybe. I think it's a good time to do it.
I gotta
give a shout out. I gotta give a shout out to this guy right here because he heard me doing shout out, so he wanted to come in here. So
hi,
shout out to Jaron.
All right, Cliff Mullins makes empty promise for podcast this weekend.
See,
It's a very empty promise. It's absolutely correct.
might as well wait until after next week so you can just summarize the SRX season.
Oh, the season's over with next week, ain't it?
Yep. Then you can just recap.
Well,
the whole
hell,
thing.
that gives me something I could talk about for next week. So.
Oh God, pizza's here.
Yeah.
No reason to push it off another week. Because he's about to learn that I'm about to give him the reason we're pushing it off another week.
Well, so you can go learn how to drive a stick.
No, I'm going to Tennessee this weekend.
Same thing.
All right. Well, we're doing it in another week.
I'll be back Sunday.
Well, there you go. Spit and Venom going to be coming back next week after we wrap up the SRX season, and hopefully we'll have plenty to talk about. Harry
We'll
and
get
Bill,
Harry
don't
in
forget
there and
that.
we'll talk. If we get Harry in there, we'll get the Bill Rivard beef, and then we'll get Vauxhalls and add the mayo, and Cliff will scream as he throws something at
someone
us.
just bought a Chevy Cruze, so I'm sure we're going to hear Harry talk shit about it.
Yep. That's
If
likely.
Harry talks shit about my Chevy Cruze, I'll simply say I have 2 cars and call it a day.
I have 3.
I mean, if we count my Firebird, I have 3, but I don't want anything to do with that car.
Fair enough. Yep. All right. Well, we'll see all of you in the main except for Scott. Scott, you want to join me in the broadcast booth?
Sure.
There you go. The rest of you 3 go get in practice for the main, and we'll see you out there in a little bit.
Yeah, make sure you call Bill a bastard.
Definitely. Here you go. Hey, Bill, you're a bastard.
I definitely.
Bill, Cliff says
Figure
you're a
out your
bastard.
line yet,
More
Bill?
specifically, it's Cliff. Do you have anything you'd like to say to that? Can we get some beef going?
I mean,
need
my
some
dad
beef.
did die when I was young, so it's true.
Oh my.
Well,
Damn.
maybe that,
Wow.
that sounds like a skill
Wow,
issue.
that
You should have
escalated
done
quickly.
better.
Definitely
That
should
That
have.
skill issue.
escalated quickly.
It's Bill. It's always
Definitely
quickly
shoulda.
escalated.
Should have jumped in that race car he died in and fucking saved it, right?
Oh Lord.
He should have just done something else.
The good news.
Should have
good
told him
news.
turn right to turn left.
Harry Grindell is
Well,
actually
he was
already
he was a
here.
Figure 8 racer, so he did both.
God damn.
Damn.
Harry Grindell is already in the lobby
He
practicing, so I
wasn't
look
a very
forward to Bill
good
hitting him.
Figure 8 racer if he died.
Jeez.
God, Andrew.
This escalated very quickly.
It's got out
I
of hand.
feel uncomfortable.
That's weird.
That voice.
Well, Cliff is
Didn't like
uncomfortable.
that.
I have 0 shits to give. Try me.
I have no more fucks to give. It's a great song. You should check it
My
out.
I
fucks
love
have
that song.
run
That
dry.
song is great.
It's a great song.
Listen, behold my field of fucks and notice that it is barren.
Mm.
Like your love life. Got it. Appreciate it.
Wow. Damn. Man, this
I
guy is
didn't-
about to be pimping every chick on the block. He just got a Chevy Cruze.
Oh, jeez.
Chevy
we go.
Cruze, yeah.
Listen, it's
I mean,
a manual 6-speed that gets
that is
good
a-
mileage.
That is a high quality muscle
Man.
car right there.
$15 for the Chevy Cruze on fucking iRacing.
The only stick Andrew knows how to use, so.
Oh, God.
Oh boy.
Listen, you saying it's the only stick I know how to use, you're just jealous that I won't call you back and use your stick.
Hey, if you're going to use a stick, you might as well hock to her.
How did you
Yeah,
get my
true.
number? How did you get my number? I didn't give him my number. This is
On the bathroom
statutory.
stall, brother.
He reserved
Damn,
it before
the
you.
Cruise is 0.5 of a car. That's fucked up. That's fucked up, Jake. That is
Wow.
fucked up.
Wow.
Yeah, that's the bad.
I mean, he's not wrong. He's just an asshole.
That's fair. Listen, talk shit on it all you want. I paid
Why
$5
is it
grand
so
for a
loose?
car that's got no issues.
That you know of.
And
They know
It-
I have literally been driving this thing around my neighborhood. My neighbors are probably fucking tired.
I was going to say, what do you mean it doesn't have issues? It's got a bow tie on the front.
Who the hell is the
It
creepy
doesn't-
fat guy in the Cruise running around? The fuck is this guy?
Why does he keep circling the playground?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. We don't have a playground in here. Thank God.
That's the only reason.
That's the only reason if there was a playground, I would not be driving that car around.
Okay, doctor.
Dude, the worst part is like Trenton called me because we were trying to fix my Bluetooth issues because my car is a 2015 and it doesn't have Bluetooth.
You
other
just
than
said it doesn't have
calling.
issues. Now you're telling me it has
Yeah, the
issues.
Bluetooth issue.
That's not an
Skill
issue.
issue.
You just said it was an issue.
Issue.
Okay, you're right. You're right. Rephrase that then. The fact that it doesn't have
give me the
Bluetooth.
news. I've got a bad case of a Chevy Cruze.
That
Oh,
was
no.
for making fun of the Cruise. Lucas. Get Lucas in here.
Okay.
Just because Daddy Dave has a Cruise doesn't mean I can't shit all over Andrews.
We're just gonna have a broadcast with all the drivers in here.
Might as well. That'd be fun as fuck.
That probably would not.
It'd be bad, but it'd be funny as fuck. There's
Who needs
Lucas.
radioactive?
Help here. Hey, Lucas, come to my help here.
It's ridiculous.
He wrecked me because I made fun of the crews.
Gentlemen, it's
You know
a
what's
respectful
ridiculous?
vehicle.
What's ridiculous is a Chevy Cruze.
Mm.
You know what's ridiculous? I don't know. I'm not going there. Not on a broadcast.
Dude,
I'm
Adam, you have an
Ah,
HHR?
horsepower,
That's one of my
look at
favorite
that.
things ever. I mean, the PT Cruise is better, but I love those things.
Whoa.
Absolutely.
Whoa.
Absolutely.
I don't know about that. That's a hot take.
You realize the same guy built both, right?
I don't care. Okay?
Literally the
PT
same
Cruise
guy.
is fucking ugly.
You know what's
PT Cruiser.
stupid?
I could drop my fucking left nut alone into a PT Cruiser, and the whole fucking suspension would break.
The HHR is a PT Cruiser. It's the same
up.
design.
Shut up. Shut up. It looks better.
He had to change it enough that he didn't get copyright infringements, but it's the same guy designing the same car.
Listen, all I'll say, it was a cheap manual 6-speed to learn how to drive on. I
Oh, we're-
plan
we're
on
back to the
owning the
cruise?
thing for a year or two, and then
Follow the laws.
a
PT
Corvette.
Cruisers and HHRs are
You
stupid
go
for the
get a
lone fact.
Corvette.
Why would you get a Corvette? What?
I mean, hell, if you just,
I mean,
if you just,
What we're not gonna do is shit on a Corvette.
Yeah, we're not
I
going to
mean,
do
all
that. Even I like
can,
Corvettes.
though, it's a Fiero, okay?
What's wrong with the Fiero?
The
Fieros are
C8.
cool.
The C8's a fucking abomination, and whoever designed that needs to start a 12 gauge.
Damn.
True.
Okay?
Tell me how you really
I'm
feel.
talking about God's gift to the world, the C7.
Yes.
I mean, I like the C5, but you know.
I like
Listen,
C7.
the
C7's the best
listen,
one.
Don't
Listen,
even get
In
me started on the
Corvette-
C3. Oh.
oh God, please don't
The
get in.
C2. but
Oh,
Shouldn't get in
Jake-
here.
C2 though.
Jake is a man
Shouldn't
of
get in here.
Jake is a man of knowledge and everything that is good in the world with the Plymouth Duster there.
I'm gonna say something very bold and very controversial, but it needs to be
Please
said.
just stop talking.
When you get over the fact that it looks like a Ferrari, if you get rid of that, the C8 is a beautiful car.
And
The C8 sounds like
Yeah,
a
you know
fucking
what?
Fiero, okay?
Time out. Hang on, guys. We got to agree with Hayden. If we take aside from the fact that makes, that you take everything from the car that makes it a Corvette, it's a good car.
Yeah, take away the
It's
sound
way
and the visuals, and it's a good car.
It is a beautiful car.
If you ignore how it looks and how it sounds.
And how it drives, how it handles, everything about it, it's a good car.
I didn't say it was a good car. I said it's a beautiful car.
If you take away how it looks, it's a beautiful car.
Did you know that the Ford GT40 is actually a Lola?
Did you know the
Yes.
Ford GT40 is a V6?
You know what? Hang on.
Because Ford can't build a V8 to save their fucking life.
Harry.
Hi, Harry.
Harry,
Oh, God. Here we go.
Cliff just said that the Ford GT is a lolly. Would
Oh
you
no,
have any
a
words to say
Ford
about that?
GT40 is a Lola.
Lola, not Lolly.
Yeah, it is a Lola.
Told you!
Lollipops, oh,
You fuck yourself, Andrew.
lollipops.
That's
Yeah.
the name of the British company that built the company, yeah. That's 100%
I was hoping
correct.
that Harry would play into the fucking lolly joke I was going for there.
Well, yeah, but it's
was like-
funnier to shut you down, so that's what it is.
I'm gonna shut you down.
Andrew's used to getting shut down. We need to give him something he's not used to.
Mm.
That's true.
And none
Oh,
of us
he's
have anything
silent.
for that. Yep.
He's silent.
'Cause that one's good. That one was funny.
I'm off weight in the yogurt, so multitasking.
All right,
A yogurt?
Harry, I'll put you back down there because I know you don't like people.
Yep.
Mm. Spinning Venom live.
Listen,
I love it.
don't tempt us. We can't do shit live.
Oh, there goes
Lucas is
Cleaver.
touching me.
Hello, Cody.
We'll get in. Okay, whoa, time out.
Supposed to tell.
Stop it. Lucas wouldn't touch you. You're not his type. You're ugly.
Whoa.
Wow. Yeah, he only
I
likes
mean-
Lucky.
Mm.
Okay.
I don't like the
I
10
wasn't.
car.
Oh no. Oh. and it was-
Oh. Wow. That might have been payback.
I might have
Alright,
been
let's-
sad.
Let's
There's
see
there's a
if
Shrek in my mirror.
Oh, you're fucked.
Shrek is love, I say.
Shrek is love, Shrek is life.
It's all ogre now.
It's all over.
Trick's trying to plug you.
But did you get your Shrek butt plug?
I did.
Beautiful.
It was gold.
It was gold.
Make sure everyone's already in. Yep, good.
It's,
Oh, definitely not running that 11.
Trenton lost his, I think. He either lost it or it's still in his backpack. He couldn't find it the other day.
He says that, but really it's in his butt and you don't want you to know it, so he says it's lost.
I don't like the implications of that comment, so I'm going to choose to do the right thing.
Andrew, have you gotten your bigger one yet?
Oh god.
The bigger one.
Stop. He's
Super
not.
stretch.
He's not. He's
got the
not.
super
It's
stretch
a...
one.
Oh, dude, he sent me one. It's ungodly.
Road cone.
Might as fucking well do.
Beach, how we feel about the car on dirt tonight?
Can I get a black clear?
No.
No, because Swiss hasn't made me an admin yet. I have a hotkey for everything we need.
Hey, Swiss, can I get a black clear?
Nope. Sure can't.
There you go.
That's okay.
Aw. Says I can only give you that penalty during a race session.
Would you try and disqualify me?
Try to give you a drive-through.
Exquisite.
Come quiet. Alright, where's this Hayden Wall
Is that
asshole?
Mike's safe word?
Make out. There. Now you can shut the fuck up!
Kick everybody.
People.
Yeah, everyone disappears.
I don't know. I don't think.
I
Okay.
don't think you can get rid
Andrew
of that.
Beach cannot have penalties cleared, DQ scoring invalidated.
What?
Cliff Mullins just disqualified me, so now I can't race.
Wow.
Oh.
What?
You know that literally
No.
means he can't race, right?
Yeah, I can't race now, Cliff.
I mean, what?
Does
I
it,
can't race
does it
now.
just,
Yeah.
or does it just disqualify him from practice?
It disqualifies him from the whole thing, and you can't
I,
clear it.
I was afraid.
When
of
did they
that.
do that?
Remember
Like
whenever
forever
DG
ago?
kicked me? Remember when DG kicked me from the truck race and he couldn't clear it? Thanks, Cliff. Fucking
Oh.
douche.
Alright, we're tight.
When did they do that? Because all you ever had to do was just fucking clear it.
No, that's if you get the DQ yourself.
Yeah.
If someone else gives you the DQ, you can't clear it.
What you do, you can't clear it. Thanks, buddy.
Well, restart it then. Shit.
No. No. Yeah.
God, I'll quit too then.
No. Wouldn't want you to miss running last.
Oh.
Well, yeah.
I'll just go stare at my championship trophy.
Well, what I can do is
this
put
guy.
this right
You
back
can-
up and advance
You
it
can
at
get one of those.
8:45.
No, I'm good. I'm probably gonna go fuck off.
You sure?
No.
So I can
Beach,
totally
come on.
put this up
Andrew's
again.
so destroyed by missing the dirt race. I can hear it in his voice.
I mean, he
Oh,
wants
yeah.
to beat Cliff. That's what I can
He's
understand.
so distraught. We got to do this.
Andrew
Listen,
loves
here-
dirt races.
Cliff's-
Here's the thing.
Cliff's
Here's
gonna
the
send me
thing.
$2 to put the session back up, and we'll be good.
I'm not doing it. I'm already out of my VR. This is Cliff's mistake. We'll just have to not give Cliff admin abilities.
God.
I'll just
actually,
DQ Cliff.
I actually don't care.
Well, our car counts down to 8, thanks to Cliff.
Yeah, I wanted to race, but here we are.
He's getting rid of the competition. That's what he's doing.
Hey,
come
look,
on, Cliff.
I'm ensuring that I finish 8th. Okay.
Then Lucas disappears.
He's going, oh, Lucas. Oh, Hayden. I'm
Oh
so
wait, who's
sorry."
next?
Oh,
Hey,
no.
here comes Harry. He's coming around. Let's get him too.
Jesus.
What a shame. It's
Hey,
only Cliff left? Oh no.
PG.
Hey, Beach, you want
PG,
to join me in the
if I
booth?
hang on, if I send 800 snakes for punishment,
Uh-huh.
can you DQ Cliff?
Nah, it'd have to be actual money.
Why? If he can DQ me for fun, you can DQ him for fun.
I mean, I DQ'd you for fun. It was fun. Can't
So
blame
does that
Cliff
mean
for
at
trying to
some
be
point I
me.
get to DQ Beach
DQ
for
me.
fun?
I'm gonna be like, well, fine.
Wait, you know what this means?
Listen, I'll just start up another series in CTC.
And make sure it's at the
No,
exact same time as
what
something
this
we're doing.
means is that
Yeah, no, I'll put
Lucas
it on
tomorrow
the
in
exact same time
CTC.
at whatever I feel like, I feel like fucking up Tuesdays this week, We'll start
Oh.
at 8 o'clock.
Poor Scott.
Andrew Breach Chevy Cruise series.
On Legends Ovals.
Lucas, there is a Chevy Cruze.
The stock car Brazil.
Yep.
Yeah. How do we feel about a new series?
I'm in the rain when they get it.
Oh God.
Yeah, dude. All right, that's it. It's solidified. That's what's happening.
What do you want to race it on short tracks?
Whatever I feel like. Literally, it's just gonna be me waking up and seeing. Do I feel like being a dick, or do I feel like giving them a good track?
Guess what? We're going jumpy truck racing in the cruise.
Hey.
Gonna run them on
Damn
freeze
it.
days.
Yep. Oh hell yeah, 3 days. It's a good day
8
of the week.
p.m. freeze days.
Lucas,
Why
you're
not
running
3
higher than
a.m.?
everyone.
Well, he's also first on the board, so maybe we don't.
Figure 8 with the jump. There we go.
Damn, we've lost Michael, we've lost Cliff, we've lost Andrew.
You better not have quit.
Huh?
You better not have quit.
I might have.
Oh, you did not.
We're down to like what, 7 cars?
I paid for that car. Get in here.
Currently 5 on track.
2 in the pit, so 7. Swiss, I'm gonna go into turn 1. I want you to tell me if Lucas is running this high.
Okay, I'm watching. No,
Yep.
Lucas is not running that high yet.
Okay.
Are you on the wall?
He was. He was all riding.
Not quite that high.
Owens has connected.
Suck my door.
Stop, Blake's here. Time for me to leave.
Oh no.
Oh well, here with
Well,
that.
Guys, we had a good run.
3 weeks. It made it pretty far.
Well, I don't think I'm gonna be doing that. No.
Hey Cliff, if you could check your comment real quick, buddy.
Oh,
Try to
awesome.
get Cody
It's gonna
Ernest
be-
in here.
It's gonna be a picture of his dick.
Sorry, Lucas.
It's not. It's not a picture. And it's not
Wait,
my
does them
championship
way better,
trophy.
I
I
think.
know you're worried about me. It's not.
Lucas running away into the pits.
Damn, Lucas is driving in reverse better than Cliff drives forward.
Oh. It's almost
Oh.
like he's driving a Chevy Cruze.
Don't hit that.
Not lying.
I'm sure Lucas drives in reverse
know?
better than most people.
Lucas just drives better than most.
Everyone except that
matter.
alien Blake.
I don't know if I'd agree with that.
Your
Good luck,
13
Wes.
championships get to kind of outweigh anything that you do in a one-off.
So do you think we should do this according to number of championships, since it's our race of champions for the drivers, you know, outside of the ones that win season 11?
That would mean I can't make it.
That would mean you'd be in the
Still.
open. You can make it just like this season. We still have the open.
Oh,
I'm just saying, instead of win percent, do it by championships. And then inside, when they tie, like if, you know, a bunch of people have 1 or 2, have it break down by wins, number of wins. It'd be interesting.
Hello, Bill.
We've made it full circle. Gravel traps have been added to the Red Bull Ring. Right at the exit of the problem curbs, there's like a full 1.5 meters of new gravel traps.
meter. The
Is
hell
that to try and
It's a kilometer.
is that to try and keep people on the track?
Yes.
What the fuck is a foot?
I don't know. It's that thing in your ass.
Wow.
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn.
5 minutes to go in practice. How we feel about the race, boys?
Terrible.
Dude, the car feels great. Got a lot of track time. I can't wait to get out. I can't wait to get back in the race car. Everything's great.
So we're gonna have to see Cliff Mullins put side pipes on his car to make up for your sponsors.
Adam, if
No.
you're listening, Adam, if you're
L2
listening, I want
motives.
Wow.
the pin scheme for Cliff.
So if a foot is a thing in your ass, and William goes, so Shrek is a foot?
I mean,
I
the new
get
one
it.
sounds like it is.
It's a Shrek butt plug joke. It's awesome.
But the new one sounds like it's about a foot long.
It's something.
It's something.
The actual the plug is the size of his fist.
Jesus.
Whose fist?
Mike's
Shrek's
fist
fist?
or
Mike's
Shrek's
fist?
fist?
I need clarification. This is way too open-ended.
Why the
God.
fuck do y'all know what Shrek's
my.
fist is like?
We've seen the movies before.
Hey Siri. How tall
big
is
Shrek's
Shrek?
fist?
Shrek is 14 foot tall.
God.
That's a
So
big ass
imagine a
fist.
fist on the size of a 14-foot man.
Forget his fist.
Ogre,
Think about the cock.
not a man.
Whoa, Swiss.
Who left? Who left?
Probably Lucas.
No, Lucas
Oh,
is
was
Get the
Yeah.
fuck away from this.
He left.
Yep, there he is, saying he left. Wait, what?
That's a
Apparently-
wing on the track there.
Yeah, Lucas doesn't have a wing, and he was most exciting for a long time there.
Wait, what?
You didn't have a wing.
Oh, I didn't feel it. I was running good laps.
Over the giant fist, I'm scared. Bill left, Blake left.
Oh, yeah, how about that? I've been gone for a while.
Imagine if this was the whole broadcast, all 6 of us.
Hell, might as well get Audacity in here and get fucking Craig in here and let's fucking make a podcast out of it.
A
Shit.
podcast live race. That would be
Mid race,
fucking
it's
wild.
everybody's fucking bitching at each other.
Yep.
Oh, I see how it knocked off. It hooked onto that break in the wall under the flag stand.
Cliff disqualified your wing.
I don't have it for the rest of the race.
Bill,
Yeah.
why does it say you had a 16-minute lap?
Because he was trying something out, man. He was working hard.
He fell
Great
asleep in turn
question.
2.
I was gonna say, did he go to the fucking convenience stand in the center of the
Well, that
track?
didn't work.
Did not.
Well, that's where Cliff goes.
Terry, where you going? I'm gonna have a sandwich. I gotta pee. Is there anybody out there who wants to go fast?
Actually, whenever you go to a race with Cliff, it's a little boy that screams like a 14-year-old girl.
Yep.
Man, I really thought there was a teenage girl just absolutely fucking squealing in my ear as Jaron got to watch his favorite driver in the race win.
Danny Hamilton?
No,
No,
well,
we were
no.
at Bowman Gray.
We were at Bowman Gray Saturday.
God, it was funny though.
See old Junior gonna go run the Hampton Heat?
I did.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah, that's
fuck.
when Andrew's gonna go visit his brother.
That's what I already messaged Cliff. I was like, damn, it's time for a trip to Virginia.
Tickets gotta be expensive already.
I don't doubt that. But you know what isn't expensive? The subscription to Flow that I've already paid for.
The Shrek by Popo.
Oh, you would be the one to get hung up on a butt plug.
Wow.
It's that-
Are you saying his
that
ass is
or-
small?
Huh?
Look, it's that or the Chevy Cruze. You pick.
Damn.
I kicked everybody out.
I was gonna say, what happened?
It's time. It's time to do the business, the work time. Wow, Cody Cleaver just destroyed his car.
So I think this is gonna be a fun race.
I think it'll be entertaining, to be honest with you. I wonder if it, like, from the heat to the race, if the track resets. That I don't know. That's a question for you. Well, all right. Here goes the random draw. Drivers will be randomly assigned a starting position, and then they'll run 40 laps and then have a field invert and run another 40 laps. 2 separate races, 2 full points awarded for each session. So here we go. 2 features.
So for the heat, it carried over from practice, and then we will have a reset for the warm up, and that will carry over to the.
What the hell?
Lucas is starting at the back.
Get your ass back there. Just giving you opportunity to roll center, Lucas.
It's like Mike Edwards has said to hell with this tonight. He is not out on track.
I'm terribly sorry for the pain I'm going to cause in turn 1.
Rolling in the center sees that.
Wow. Alright, we
Don't
got
tempt
8
me.
drivers. 8 drivers set to do battle tonight in our main event. And let's get our starting lineup rolled through here. Hayden Lowell is your random draw pole sitter in the Napa machine. Ian Montrose, open winner, will start second. Harry Grindell will roll off third in the Kamikaze car. Cody Cleaver, the SRX machine, will start in fourth. Cliff Mullins' Curly's car starts in fifth. Bill Rivard in the Taco Bell GTA car starts in sixth. Lucas Hoysmith, the Labor 12 car, starts in seventh. And Blake Giglio will start eighth. And, well, it's a good chance Blake Giglio will start eighth in both features. Blake is kind of good at this dirt stuff.
Yeah, kind of good.
Kind of
That's
good.
a little bit of an understatement. So if you're not allowed to pick Blake,
I'm
who
not.
do you pick to win the race?
I mean, there's 2 races. Which one are we picking for? Both or first one? Or?
Oh, this one.
This one, I'm going to take Ian. He had a lot of good practice in that first one. If I can't take Blake, I'm going to take Ian.
Oh, you were going to pick one. I'll take Harry.
Green flag is out. Hayden Lowell trying to hold off Ian Montrose right here on the start. Cody Cleaver gets the outside wall a little bit. So our 8 cars roll through 3 and 4. Montrose trying to take the lead now. Trying to make me look smart for a moment. Hayden dives it back to the inside. Looks like Blake Giglio has made his way up to 6th. Cliff Mullins has fallen to the tail of the field as he predicted. Montrose running right above the slick. Trying to use the momentum to hold off Hayden, and this is a really good race up front. This time Montrose goes in on the slick a little bit more. He's going to have to struggle to get the power down off the corner, but Hayden pinches the car down, and that's going to allow Montrose to clear for the moment. Cody Cleaver, he's running the extreme high line in that too, and he's making it work. He is heading up to this battle as Hayden Lowell had to correct the car to stay off of Ian. Now we have 3 cars going for it. Montrose running a middle line. Contact between Hayden and Ian. They stay side by side, and Cleaver trying to take it to the high line and make this a 3-wide battle. Hayden with the big slide goes all the way up the hill. Montrose and Cleaver cross him over, and we're still 3 wide here. This is great stuff. Blake Giglio has now made his way into the fight. And our first caution waves right when we're having a great battle. I think Bill Rivard had an issue in the Taco Bell car, and well, that went back way too far. Let's go back to live. Had it set up for the interview stuff here. Oh yeah, contact between Harry Grindell and Bill Rivard. Tell me if you've seen that movie before. Harry Grindell sends Bill Rivard up into the outside wall. What do you think of that, Scott? You think we got some beef again?
Yeah, they were kind of going at it for a couple of laps at the beginning of the race, and I thought they had a clear figured out, but I guess one of them got back to the other one.
Let's pull Bill, see what his thoughts on it. Bill, DG, and Scott up in the booth. You got a copy?
Huh? What?
Well, we saw you go into the outside wall there. Did you have a little assistance?
Oh yeah, just a little tap.
Was it a familiar foe?
Yeah, that one wasn't on purpose, though. It's all good.
So no beef, just happened to be your foe.
Yeah, pretty much.
10-4. Good luck.
Thanks.
Good luck, Bill.
Harry Grindell and Scott up in the booth along with DG. Got a copy?
I have got.
Well, we're checking in there after you had contact with Rivard. I know you're going live here, but do you think that was a little bit of on purpose or a little bit of I just don't give a fuck?
That was. I didn't even know how close to him I was. That was genuinely 100% unintentional.
10-4. Well, he's now a lap down, so you probably won't have to worry about him much for the rest of this one.
Well,
But
no.
we'll...
I mean, he slammed into me going into one. I was,
Oh!
I'm sorry.
Oh!
There we go.
My spotter cleared me for a second. I didn't see it.
We got a live spin here out of the 70.
Live spin, live crash.
Well, look who's
Yeah,
behind you now.
Oh lord. Yeah.
Do you expect maybe some retribution, or you think it was all going to be clean here?
I don't know, but it'll be funny either way.
10-4. Good luck.
Thank you.
Harry Grindell having contact with his foe. You see Blake Giglio throwing a slider on Cleaver.
For that, so there was a very loud ow.
Cleaver almost getting into Hayden. Blake has to check up to not getting a Cleaver. Then you have Lucas there in the 5th spot. Cleaver running all the way up by the wall. Montrose making me look smart, staying up front. Hayden Wall is second.
Somehow figured out that middle line. Sorry for the interruption. But
No, you're all
he has
good.
Somehow, he has somehow figured out that middle line.
Watching this battle between Giglio and Cleaver. Blake running the bottom. Cleaver keeps the momentum on the high line, and it's actually a very fascinating battle. I think Blake's going to slide up. Cleaver tried to cross underneath, and he's going to spin it out. Right when we were watching, Cleaver goes to meet the inside wall. Hill's probably going to try to turn it around and might bring out the yellow. It does not. Hill's try to stay on a lead lap as Montrose, his teammate, leads. Hayden second, Giglio third, and Hoytsman out fourth after Cleaver taking the spin. 5 cars still within a second of one another. Back to Mullins in fifth. Everyone said Cliff would run last. He's in the top 5. See the Waffle House car outrunning Hayden Law and Blake Giglio at the moment. Blake still has 28 laps to find his way up to the front. If you're not familiar with the series, Blake Giglio used to hold a pro dirt license. So we know he can get it done on the dirt. Obviously he has to figure out how to do it in these SRX machines, but he is adapting very well as he takes over the second spot cleanly from Hayden Law. Now he has 27 laps to go and figure out how to pass the leader Ian Montrose. You said you ran these things warm in a 40-lap run.
Yeah, about lap 30, 35, they start to get oil and water both start to get warm. About 20 or so, the water starts to warm. But they should make 40 laps. I mean, they don't overheat by any means. They just get warm.
Something to keep an eye on. Drivers might panic a little bit once they get the warning. Cliff's faded back a little bit, so 4 cars all on top of each other still. The best battle is here in third. Hoytsman Lowell battle. Blake Giglio comes in as your points leader. Lucas Hoytsman second. Blake now has made his way up to second. Trying to track down the one of Ian Montrose as we approach halfway. Both these guys are running a middle groove. Blake a little bit lower. I think there's a little bit more grip down low. It's helping Blake inch in on race leader Ian Montrose. See the 2 different lines there. Let's go on board, Blake, so you can really see. See and listen how he gets the car hooked up on the bottom as he tries to close in for the race lead. While we're watching this, these two are going at it. We can see all 4 of the top 4 here as Hayden slides across the nose of Lucas. Lucas cuts it back to the inside. Lucas going to run it right down at the wall. Gets it woed down. Hayden, meanwhile, right up by the wall on the outside line. I wonder if Cliff can watch any of this. Barely. He's a little too far back. But up ahead, Blake has the nose right on the left rear of Ian. Ian kind of sensed it, gets out of control. He's going to come down and hit Blake. And that's going to turn Blake around.
Dude, I'm so sorry.
Caution finally waves as Blake Giglio is around backwards.
I lost it and I flicked back into you. I'm sorry.
I think we have all done that same exact thing, Razor.
I didn't realize that a caution didn't come out after I
we think we
spun.
can beat them off the
That
corner
I
and
spent
just
like
overgas
5
it.
minutes going, what happened to that car after one
Spin
yet?
out, coming off the corner.
Wow. So here you go. Ian Montrose sees Blake, goes up the hill a little bit, cuts it back down sharply, gets him out of shape, tags the 16, spins him around. Not much damage to either car.
I was trying to let everybody back.
He learned how to wreck somebody without wrecking himself, says Waddy in chat. Blake's going to drop to the tail of the lead lap field. He'll drop to 7th. Bill Rivard has no way to make that lap back. Caution laps don't count, so we can't wave him around. It wouldn't do anything. The only way he can get his lap back is if the whole field agrees to go very slow when we go back green. I don't think anyone wants to do that.
I haven't made any friends that definitely won't agree for that.
1 to green, by the way, on the back stretch.
We have 1 to green.
The hell?
Blake Giglio panics as he has to catch the field quickly. Hayden may have been a little too quick on the 1 to green there. Not supposed to do it with the car on the pit lane. Cliff Mullins gets into Lucas Hoytsma there. Purely accidental, I'm sure. Hoytsma had to kind of gather his car up a bit. Bill Rivard is right on the tail of Harry Grindell, by the way. And Bill currently has nothing to lose. He's just going to be out there for some fun. He makes a little contact with Harry, but doesn't turn him. Blake Giglio nowhere in the picture. He is well off the field. Trying to catch back up after leaving the pit lane. Oh, that is Ian Montrose. Oh, no. Oh, another one goes around. I think that was Bill Ford in the 70th. Harry Goodell getting into it again. A lot went on right there. Here goes Ian, and then Bill trying to miss Ian, gets into Harry, loops Harry into the inside wall. So the 10 and 70 make contact again. I don't know how much longer they can wreck and keep pretending it's not on purpose. Let's go back and watch how Ian got around here in the first place. Back in just come around a little too much on him. He comes down the hill right into Lucas Huizfa. That is how race leader Ian Montrose drops back. This is good for Blake Giglio. He gets to rejoin the field now, and not only that, everybody that was spun around he gets to move ahead of. Cars on the pit lane. It now shows Giglio in 5th. And with Montrose on the pit lane, that's actually going to be 4th. So reset the field after all the spins. Hayden Lowell is your leader. Lucas Huizfa 2nd. Cody Cleaver up to 3rd. Blake Giglio now 4th. Harry Grindell 5th. Cliff Millen 6th. Ian Montrose 7th. Bill Rivard 8th. Hayden's taking the top with cars still sitting in the pit lane. I hope he's not advancing it too quickly, because we have cars on the pit lane. He should not be advancing it when that happens.
I don't understand why these are so quick, and then like 2 weeks ago there was 5 laps.
Yeah, no one advanced it. This is a quick lap. That's how I want to lock down.
There you go. No one is advancing it. It is just way Lanier dirt is. Very quick. We're back green here. Hayden Lowell out in front.
No ability to pick.
Yeah, maybe we can add a lap on these instead of letting it go.
There you go. Maybe adding a lap might help. Lucas sliding it up in front of Giglio. Giglio having none of it. Keeps the nose there. The battle for 2nd rages on. Also behind him, Mullins and Cleaver were battling. That is for the 4th spot. Huizfa gets inside of our leader briefly as he's running that bottom lane. We're just past halfway. 17 to go, now 16 at Lanier. Race number 1 of 2 here tonight for our SRL Race of Champions, essentially an IROC series using the SRX cars. All of these drivers either won a championship in Season 10 or they are high enough in the win percentage category to qualify. Blake Giglio out to the lead right across the nose of Hayden Lowell. Hayden cut him no slack. Definitely got into the back of him. Now we're going to have a 3-wide battle for the lead. Lucas Huizfa on the bottom. Blake Giglio through the middle. Hayden Lowell at the top, and this is good stuff. I am so impressed. What about you, Scott?
I am impressed.
Just fender to fender, banging off one another, but not dying. It's cool to watch. That's good car control from these 3 guys. And oh, by the way, they're the top 3 most winningest drivers in SRL history, so it's no surprise, but this is entertaining. Blake with the blink in the middle. That's a little terrifying, but he comes back and Hayden Lowell makes contact with the 2 of Cody. I don't think, yeah, there you go. You heard him on the radio. Did not know he was up there. Cody Cleaver making that high line work out well for him as now Giglio and Huizfa go for the battle. Blake having a blink once again, so we'll have to watch from the 97. It's disappeared on me. But Blake takes the lead. Now Hayden's fallen to 4th and under attack from Cliff Mullins. Ian Montrose has fallen to the 7th position. Bill Rivard is taking his car to the pit lane. He'll be pole sitter for our 2nd feature. Top 2 nose to tail. Then we have this 3-car battle for 3rd. Cody Cleaver, Hayden Lowell, and Cliff Mullins. Cliff trying to drive it down on there in the bottom. Hayden through the middle. Cody Cleaver keeping it wound up on the top lane. It's the top 2. Nose to tail still. Blake Giglio gets a little too much rotation. That's going to stack them all up. We're 5 wide down the backstretch. Cody Cleaver goes to the race lead. All the way up to the wall. Gets a piece of it. That may be a little too high. But he hangs on to the lead over Hayden Lowell. Holy cow. I've never seen 5 wide on a dirt track that wasn't on purpose and very slow. That's insane. Cody Cleaver out to the front. He's been gifted the lead. See if he can hang on to it for 8 laps here at Lanier. Blake Giglio, Hayden Lowell side by side for 2nd. Hayden into the outside fence, briefly lost the nose, and then the Magic Elves slapped it back on. Blake Giglio into 2nd. Lucas Huizfa fell way back to 5th through all that. Cleaver showing the power of that outside line. Stuff Harry Grindell trying to run it low. Blake's running it I want to say maybe a second and a half or third lane there than Cleaver. Another lane higher than that. Blake's definitely searching for a way past Cody Cleaver with 5 laps to go. He's going to try the slider. Cleaver's going to cross him over. Blake slows it down. Cleaver going to full send into 3. He's going to hit the outside wall hard. Blake Giglio's going to have to cross it over. Hayden Lowell's right there. Here comes Lucas once again. The nose on the 2 car falls off. Fortunately, it's late enough in the run that he shouldn't have to worry about caking it up with dirt. Giglio not clear. Cleaver keeps it to the outside. Here comes Hayden Lowell. A little bit of contact. He's going to get big out of shape. Here comes Hoytsman there. Somehow they all avoid one another, and Blake Giglio goes to the lead. Hayden's now trying to get the slide on Lucas for the 3rd spot. Lucas is going to cross him over. So things for up front have settled down a moment. We'll watch this 3rd place battle. Hoytsman trying to get away with 3rd place ahead of the 97, ahead of the 56 of Hayden Lowell. Harry Grandel's decked in there on the bottom in the 5th spot. Cliff Mullins is faded back from this group, but he's probably kind of happy about that because things are a bit nuts up here. A little bit of contact with Lucas and the Hayden Lowell machine. Hayden's going to try to cross over here, gets to the inside. We have 2 laps to go. Cross and get the white flag into turns 1 and 2 for Blake Giglio to try and pick up the lead. Onto the backstretch he goes. Cody Cleaver still hanging on a second in contact. Lucas Hoytsman and Hayden Lowell get together. Hayden goes around. White flag is out, so we won't get a caution. Blake Giglio is going to bring it off turn number 4 and pick up the win. Cody Cleaver will take second. Lucas Hoytsman rounds out the podium, and what a freaking opening race that was tonight. Wow, oh wow. Scott Elson, what did you think of that one?
That was an amazing race.
That was exciting, I think. Holy cow.
That was an exciting race.
What a show they just put on for you guys. Goodness gracious, we had a little bit of everything, and Blake Giglio may have made the end predictable, but the rest of it, my goodness. We'll get a little warm up here and get a 5 minutes of chat with our drivers after that one. Let them catch their breath a little bit before they do another 40 laps for us. And let's see if we can bring in the driver of the 16, Blake Giglio. I think we have him down in the low drag. I have to bring him up here. I forgot when you're in the booth, I have to actually drag him all the way up here. Blake, DG, and Scott in the booth. You got a copy?
How's it going?
What a wild race that was. Take me through it, and how did you pull off that win in Feature 1?
Yeah, we started pretty back in the pack, and we were able to drive up through there and was racing Ian there, and he just got a little loose, got into us. We didn't really hit too hard. Front end was a little messed up, but we just drove back through the field, and that was awesome 3-wide racing there. I mean, that was probably the most I've had.
3 wide? You were 5 wide at one point.
Okay, we were 5 wide, so pretty fun, and glad we were able to get out front there and pull away at the end.
I had a feeling you guys didn't realize y'all were 5 wide. That was absolutely insane.
I can't wait to go back and watch, but that sounds nuts.
All right, you got some friends, family, sponsor shout-outs for us before we turn you loose in Feature 2?
Yeah, shout out to you guys for broadcasting. Artemis, obviously, CDC, Low Drag, M9 Performance, everyone's on this car. You guys for doing the league, and let's get this Feature 2 sweep.
Yeah, we're going to try to do it a Feature 2 sweep starting last in both races. That has never been done. Well, you could be the first one to do it.
Oh, yeah.
Send Blake back down to his channel, and man, oh man, you think he's going to do it? Double feature wins tonight, starting last in both?
I think he's got a good chance.
Definitely. Let's go ahead and... Who finished second and all that? I was just yelling so much, I have no idea.
Cleaver?
Yes, Cody Cleaver. Let's go drag him up from the boys' channel if he's still down there. Yes, he is. It's going to take him a while because that's way down the list. There we go. Cody, you have Scott and DG in the booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir.
What an absolute move you put on to go 5 wide to take the lead on the high side. How the hell did you pull that off?
Extreme luck and extreme belief in making that high side work the entire race.
That was absolutely phenomenal. Did not see that coming at all. 5 wide move to take the lead on the top in that number 2. Unfortunately, Blake was able to get back around you and take the win, but you still held on for second in what was an absolutely phenomenal race. How did you get it done?
Well, I wish that I threw a better slider and didn't fucking completely take out the wall. I was trying to knock the wall down there. If I didn't do that, I think I could have at least held on a few more laps, but that just closed everything up. As far as everything else, it's just hopefully hitting my marks and hoping the guys behind me kept messing up, because I definitely thought Hayden and Lucas both had probably a little more pace than me at the end, but they were caught fighting, so I'll hope for more of that.
10-4. We'll be starting back in 7th in this next feature. Good luck coming up through the field.
Thank you very much.
So we get the invert. Go ahead, drag Cody back down to his team channel. It's going to take a while. He's all the way at the bottom. There we go. And then bring in, I believe it was Lucas after contact with Hayden. Lucas will end up finishing in the 3rd spot, so we'll drag him on up here. Lucas, DG has gotten a booth. You got a copy?
Yep.
Well, what a wild and phenomenal race that opening feature was. How did you feel about it out there on the track? Was it as exciting in the car as it was up in the booth?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I mean, the track changed halfway through. It was slicking off pretty good. Everybody was running everywhere. I mean, it was awesome. That's exactly what you want from a dirt race. Lanier's putting on a show right now. But toward the end of that, it started to single file out. The only good lane was like right in the middle. So I'm glad the track reset. I think it's going to be a little bit different race here. Now, look forward to trying out some new lines. But man, I had some mistakes I made there. I got into Blake. That was an accident. I was trying to mute something that was playing. There's nowhere to. I can't look anywhere because it's Lanier. It's just a big circle. So, yeah, that was an accident. But I took it home, and then, I don't know, I think Hayden got loose or something, and then I kept my foot in it because it's the white flag lap. I would have lost like 3 spots. So, it is what it is.
He would have done the same. Yeah. Let's not feel bad about it. He would have done the same. Well, congrats to that 3rd place run. You got the Friends Family sponsor shout-outs for your 3rd place in Feature 1, and we'll be starting back there in 6 for this Feature 2.
Yes, it's going to be fun coming up through the field. Just a big shout out to Labor 12, you guys in the broadcast booth, and everybody racing tonight.
10-4. We appreciate you, my friend. Get on out there, get your practice, and get squared away here for Feature 2.
Thanks, man.
Drop Luke back down in low drag. And that leaves us 10 seconds. Who are you picking for Feature 2?
Oh boy, I'm going to pick... You know what? I'm going to pick Lucas.
Am I still not allowed to pick Blake? She gave me that stipulation in the first one. Yeah, I couldn't pick Blake or else I would have.
Still can't pick Blake.
Still can't pick Blake. Okay. And you took Lucas, and well, we got to make it interesting. So if I pick someone that's not Lucas or Blake, I'm going to go with... I took Ian in the first one and really paid the price for that. And I think Cody learned a lot there. I'm going to go out on a limb and say Cody Cleaver. I know he's starting deep in the field, but, things happen.
Cody's very patient, and he tends to learn a lot during the races, so he's a good pick.
All right, I'm going to let you do the starting lineup. We got 8 cars, and we'll just say that they're 1 through 8, not 2 through 9 as it shows, so take it away.
All right, so first we have Bill Rivard in the Taco Bell car.
Yes.
Second, we have Ian Matros in the Waffle House car. Third, we have Cliff Mullins in the Curly's.
Oh, yeah, Hayden.
I'm sorry, Hayden in the Napa car.
Yep.
I can count.
Then Cliff running off in 4th.
Fourth. 5th, we have Harry Grindell in the Kamikaze car. 6th, we have Lucas Hoytsman in the Labor 12. I can't remember the name of that song. Psychophantic car, and behind him we have Cody Cleaver in the SRX car.
Mm-hmm.
And then we have Blake, winner of Feature 1, in the plain iRacing car.
Rolling off shotgun on the field, see if he can't do the double feature sweep tonight. He'll have to do it from last place both times as the pace truck heads off and we get set for the start of feature number 2. That feature 1 was absolutely fantastic. Hopefully we get more of that. Bill Rivard jumps out into the lead. See Blake already trying to push through. Hayden Lowell's going to try to go around the outside to second. Bill Rivard, remember, finished multiple laps down, so he got to take the lead here. We have a little bit of a scoreboard error going on. Fix that real quick. There we go. Bill Rivard, your leader. Montrose falling back to 4th as Hayden Lowell and Harry Grindell have gone by him. Cody Cleaver all the way back at 8th now. Giglio 6th. This field's kind of gone single file here quickly, except for the 2 in the 97 battling back there in 7th. Made a little contact. I have Cliff Mullins, Ian Montrose battle. Cliff on the inside, Montrose up high. They're going to make a little bit of contact. Hayden Lowell way up the track. That's going to give a spot to Harry Grindell if he's able to get it done on the inside lane. Lanier really putting on multi-groove racing for us tonight, and it is exciting. Oh, contact. Harry Gradell gets the back end into Hayden, knocks him sideways. Both drivers save it, but Cliff Mullins does not. The 37 goes around, collects Lucas Weitzman and the 2 of Cody Cleaver, and the caution comes out.
I'm sorry.
And here an apology from Blake. And that is not the first time, if indeed it is contact between Mullins and Giglio. We'll have to see what happens. It jumped back a lot farther than I wanted it to, so let's fix that.
Yeah, looks like...
I'm sorry, Cliff.
And here's the apology once again. Blake coming off the corner. Goes into 3. Gets the left rear of Cliff, spins him around. And Blake Giglio just made the list once again with Cliff Mullins. I don't think any amount of apologies is going to fix anything.
Never mind.
I think someone added a lap automatically. Lucas is on the pit lane.
Nobody, I'm sure nobody saw what I just did.
Apparently Lucas did something.
Do you want us to have seen what you did?
I'm gonna go back and... Oh wow, he's way in the
I don't think
infield.
so.
Let's throw his dirty laundry out here and see what happened.
Well, they did say something.
He just kind of drives into the grass and...
Sorry, Cliff.
What?
He took a way left turn.
The PSA, there is an invisible barrier in the middle of the infield.
I think he tried to cut across the infield to get to his pit
We're
stop
on the
quicker.
green right here.
And did not go well for him, so he picked up a little left corner damage out of that. We got 2 cars on the pit lane and already getting called for 1 to
Middle
green.
back, 1 to green.
These guys are going to have to haul ass. Stay on the lead lap. Cliff Mullins and Lucas Hoytsma both rolling off the pit lane here. Out and onto the track they go. So we get a restart. Bill Rivard and Hayden Lowell. Bill shows the top. Scoots away to the lead. Hayden Lowell trying to keep the pressure on as Ian Montrose, Harry Grandel battle for 3rd. Field looks a little small right now because 2 of our contenders are trying to catch back up. Cody Cleaver keeping it wound up on that outside lane. Blake Giglio probably wants to make some progress before the field bunches back up again, so Cliff Mullins isn't on his back bumper. Montrose almost got the back of Hayden Lowell there. That was extremely close. 70 and the 1 battling for 3rd side by side. Bill Rivard continues to lead here. Blake Giglio seems to be taking his time. A little bit of contact again between the 70 and the 1. I think Ian's running lower than Harry wants Ian to run. So Harry's trying to push him up a little bit, and Ian having none of it. Staying right on his door. Exciting stuff. Now Cody Cleaver put his nose... Yeah, Ian overshot that for sure. Got a little bit too high, but he kept it in the throttle and was able to stay on the door of Harry Grandel. Harry, I'm sure, just wishing he would go away so he could clear out to the wall.
Yeah, a fly on for inside Harry's car right now.
Sure, it'd be real hot underneath the microphone there if we had a live mic in that car. We actually had the mic on when he got spun in feature number 1. That was wildly entertaining. Now we're going to go 3 wide. Blake Giglio trying to get the traction down on the inside. Cody Cleaver bounces the 2 car off the inside wall. We stay green. We have Hoytsma and Mullins battling back here. Just 2 cars having a good time while they wait for a yellow to catch them back up. And it might come right here. Harry Goodell just got hugely sideways. What a save in that number 70 Renault. Drops out of that 3 wide battle, though, and falls back to 5th. Now Rivard and Lowell battle up at the front. Hoytsma and Mullins probably wishing these guys would hurry up and bring out that caution they need. Hayden trying to keep the nose on the inside of Rivard. Rivard drives it in really deep as a result. Giglio has gone around. And there is the caution that apparently Hayden Lowell did not want. Let's see what happened to the 16. He brings it up the track, and it looked like, I don't know, I want to say the arrow off the 1 car may have pulled him around. They were so close door to door that Ian's car, he just kind of accelerated on the high line, and right as he did, it looked like the 16's back end went with him. Blake Giglio. That's something you see on a oval track, a 1.5 mile or a 2 mile track. You're not used to seeing that on dirt.
Yeah, and the rear end gets really loose or really light right there too. So I wonder if maybe mixture between the aero and then the car just not having any weight to hold the back of the car down, just kind of moved it.
There you go. The field's going to bunch back together, and because Blake's the one that brought out the caution, he's going to be back there with Cliff where he did not want to be. Lucas Weitzman's taken to the pit lane to try and get some damage repaired. You see Mr. Bill Rivard, he's led every lap so far. Been able to hold off Hayden Lowell. Good news for Rivard is it's 13 laps into this race, and due to incidents, Lucas Weitzman and Blake Giglio are still the 2 last place comers. So we're 28 laps into it. Do you want to change your pick, or are you still taking who you took?
I'm gonna stick with it.
I think at this point I'd change to Bill just because, well, he's proving me all kinds of wrong, but I took Cody. Cody's back there in 5th. He's moved up a little bit.
Bad choice.
Bill Rivard saying he's a bad choice.
Still a long way to go.
It is a long way to go. I'm going to say, at least for these 13 laps, I've been impressed with Bill so far.
Oh, I have.
Can we get some Fs?
Hayden Lowell looking for the Fs in chat. Lucas Hoisma back down the pit lane again. I think he's waiting for the field to go by so he can join. Should still be on the lead lap. He rolls out to join the field. Remember, caution laps don't count, so he's still 8th and on the lead lap. Pace truck's going to head off this time. Back to green flag racing will go. Blake back there at the tail of the field. Have to keep an eye on his progress as we watch Bill Rivard and Hayden Lowell head him off into turn 1. Cody Cleaver is going to go around. That should be a pretty quick caution. Did not come out. We stay green. Watch Cody one more time. He gets in there hot, almost gets into Ian, slides up the hill right in front of the Cliff Mullins machine. And there's contact between the 1 and 70. Meanwhile, Hayden trying to get to the inside with a crossover on Bill Rivard. He'll drive it in deep for the slider and see if Bill can cross him over. Hayden kind of parks it in the middle. That should be all he needs to hang on to this lead. I don't think Bill has any room to slide it in here. He tries anyway, pushes Hayden up the hill. Does not quite have him clear, but Hayden going to have to tuck in. Now Hayden has the 70. Harry Grindell in 3rd. Top 2 continue to battle side by side, throwing sliders and crossovers at one another. See if Hayden able to take the lead away. They get right on each other with no contact. That was impressive. Bill now running down, entering on the slick, sliding it up on the exit. Now Harry Grindell puts his nose into the fight. Here comes Blake Giglio. He's made his way back up to 4th. Blake trying to get to the front of the field as we approach halfway. Making his way up from the tail of the field once again, fighting for 3rd now with Harry Grindell. Track's starting to slick off pretty well. See 2 distinct grooves forming. Giglio running all the way down at the bottom against the inside wall. And the outside line is just steadily moving up. It's like Blake's commitment to that bottom line is paying off. Little by little, moving his way up alongside the 70. Hoytsman and Mullins battling back for 6th while we watch this battle for 3rd.
I'd be interested to see if Blake gets to the front and he doesn't move up.
I think he would. I think he's just running where they're not at the moment.
Yeah, he runs very bottom 3 and 4, and then 1 and 2 he's a little higher.
Crossed halfway, 19 to go. Still door to door with the 70 of Harry Grindell, and they're both running faster at the moment than Hayden is. Little contact between the two. Side by side, these cars are both faster than Hayden at the bottom. A little bit more contact as Hayden's kind of holding up the lane Blake Giglio wants, and this is helping Bill Rivard. Rivard happy to see all this fighting in his mirror. Hayden slowing down both Giglio and Harry. I think Blake's going to work that bottom and eventually get clear, then move to the top. A little bit of contact with Hayden there. I don't think he wants to waste time. Hayden gives it right back to him, and Blake goes around. There is the third caution.
Not clear.
And these two have quite a history.
You ran me to the bottom on the entry, and then you hit me and drove through me.
We got beef.
Not clear.
Not clear.
I was just about to say, if Gary could get comfortable in that third line, I think they could have split.
Well, what's your view on this incident? Who do you at fault here?
Who do I at fault?
If anyone, it can be a racing deal.
Initial thought was Hayden. Hayden.
Watch it a couple more times. Hayden definitely gets into the door and Blake on entry, and it kind of messes up Blake's momentum through the corner and then ends up going across the nose of Hayden. So if you watch the very end of the wreck, it kind of looks like it's Blake going across Hayden's nose, but if you go back to the entry of the corner, there is contact of Hayden going down into Blake's door to start that. So if you watch it all the way through, it kind of looks like Hayden making contact with corner entry caused that. Either way, those two have a long story of beef, and Hayden better hope these 15 laps go by quickly. Rivard's chosen the inside lane as the leader in the black and purple Taco Bell car. Gets on the accelerator, and Hayden's going to hang on his door. Not a good start for Bills. He could not get the power down, and Hayden looks like he's going to take the lead on the outside line. I think Rivard knows he had lane choice, because that is very odd to see him give up the top. Gets into the inside wall, gets into Hayden. Hayden's going to go around, and Bill Rivard looks like he's going to try and hang on to the lead, although we stay green. Rivard to the front after Hayden goes around. Ian Montrose now in second, Cliff Mullins third. And they're going to put the pressure on race leader Bill Rivard. Rivard is going to over-rotate the car and go around right in front of Cliff Mullins, and Ian Montrose is going to take the lead. Somehow still green. I really thought that one would bring it out, and there it is. All these cars around back here. Man, oh man. That got dirty. Bill saying told you it was a bad choice. Yeah, he spun it out on his own. Cliff Mullins just kind of pushed him up the hill and tried to finish him off, but he couldn't get him out of the way, so he just gassed it up and spun them both out. Well, well, well. Now Hayden going to go down the pit lane along with Cliff Mullins. Blake Giglio finds himself back up into the top 5. Well, he'd be restarting third here. Ian Montrose, winner of the Open, now leads feature number 2. Harry Grindell second. Blake Giglio finds himself third. Lucas Heusel fourth. Then Bill Rivard, who self-spun, and Cody Cleaver. I think Bill may actually be behind Cleaver. And we have Hayden and Cliff on the pit lane. Watch the field work under yellow. Get a water break in here. That was a lot of chatting. Well, everything has changed now. Bill Rivard spun it out from the lead. Blake Giglio got turned and looked like he was out of it. Now he's third.
I think we're going to have more, less patience now because the track is starting to get where it's that single file look, single lane look. So I think.
Where is that lane? Through the middle up top? What do you think?
Possibly up top. I think it's going to be up top.
Blake was making up ground on that inside line. Of course, you're going to have to run where they aren't to make progress. He's back in third. 13 laps to try to figure out how to get to the lead. See which lane Montrose chooses, if he goes top or bottom. It's like Harry Grindell chose for him. Here he goes to the outside. I don't know if Cliff's going to catch up to the field or not. Pace truck's off. Giglio way down to the inside. Montrose sliding that car every which way, trying to get some traction into the corner. Hoyts are right on the back of Giglio. Giglio gets pushed up into the Montrose machine. They stay side by side for the lead with Grindell. Not really the start Giglio was looking for there. He gets 2 of Cleaver now to his inside. Grindell into second. Montrose trying to get that car hooked up. Remember, he knows how it worked for 20 laps. I don't know if he's had to contend with the track this slicked off as the leader. He's still running it right through that slick. Cody Cleaver is as well. Both of the boys' teammates there. The two Cleaver big time out of shape. Harry Grindell putting the pressure on the outside, and I think that's going to be the line for fails. Harry can keep that momentum up a little bit more. And here comes Blake also running the top. That'll send the Renault of Harry Grindell to the lead. Blake Giglio trying to keep up with them. We go down to 10 laps to go. Harry's running it in on the entry at the top, then drives it down the track. Montrose almost makes contact with Giglio, turns it into the corner instead. Blake about an inch off the wall. That was impressive. Montrose slides up into him, makes a little contact for a second. Montrose really wishing Blake wasn't up there. He needs that little bit of room to get that extra traction. Now Ian all the way down to the bottom. Cody Cleaver got into the outside wall and turns Lucas Heusma on the front stretch. Lucas just comes to a stop. Cliff Mullins will probably trigger the caution there, and there it is.
Sorry, Lucas, I got hit from the tire barriers and it launched me into you.
No, I'm sorry. I moved up. I didn't realize that you had got something, so I thought I would be able to clear behind you when I exit. So.
Both drivers claiming they're at fault. Opposite of how it usually goes.
Good, is what I'm saying.
Normally drivers are saying it's everyone else's fault. This time both drivers said it's their own fault. We have Ian Montrose pushing Blake Giglio under caution. Blake Giglio even gives him a brake check. Guys having a little fun. Laps winding down here in feature number 2. Harry Grindell. Surprising to see him out front. What do you think? Normally a road racer.
I was thinking he was not a dirt racer. Yeah, this is very surprising.
Very used to seeing Harry in road courses, driving those Renaults.
I don't know if he's got any other dirt experience on iRacing, but I'm assuming he doesn't, or very limited, and he's picked these up like very well over the 2 races that we've had.
Well, he has an A license in dirt, so there is that.
Oh, okay.
He's one of 2 drivers in the field with an A license, the other obviously being Blake. So at least he knows how to ride around cleanly and get the license.
Yeah. And I was watching him, and he...
The 97 just won the Coke Series, so I'm confused. Lucas, where the hell are you?
The Coke Series. Spoiler alert there. Thanks, Hayden.
But the 70 was getting very good corner, or middle corner exit. Really well.
We're going single file here inside the final 10 laps, it looks like.
Yes, we are.
So here you're going to keep that car right out by the wall. Everyone going to follow suit so you can't get past the outside on the restart. Blake's going to try to time it and roll to the inside. Does not get it timed. Barney waves the green flag, and here we go. Final 7 laps from Lanier on the dirt. Giglio is inside Harry Grindell trying to take the race lead away. Blake's going to have to do it on the bottom. Harry is keeping the top lane. We got contact in the back, and they're 3 wide, and I think that's Cliff Mullins spinning out, catching Lucas Heusma. He's going to go around, and there goes the Cleaver machine through the middle. And there's our 6th caution, and Blake Giglio was ahead. When we look back at the front, too, that may be all he needs. iRacing says he had the lead. That is going to spell the end for
Sorry, I know I'm garbage.
Harry Grindell's lead. And it looks like iRacing is indeed saying the 16 car was ahead at the time of caution. So Harry Grindell going to be mad about that. Blake Giglio claims the race lead, and it's very hard to get out of his hands once he gets it.
Yes, it is.
Let's go back and watch and see what happens to Cliff Mullins' car. Heard him say he was just garbage. There's contact bouncing off the door of Bill Rivard, but I don't think that brought it out. It was down the other end. Gets into the inside wall, slides him up the hill a bit. Lucas Heusman gets to his inside, then he powers it up, trying to stay off of Bill, which actually turns him down into Lucas, and then Lucas gets turned around. The two of Cleaver makes it through, and then once Mullins gasses it up and drives by the stationary car of Lucas Heusman, that triggers our 6th caution. They're lined up single file and getting set for the restart once more. We'll see if Harry learned anything from Blake on that last restart, the way he angled the car down the hill and tried to get a rolling start on him. Right about now, Harry would need to turn down. Doesn't do it. Blake Giglio does the turn down, though, and he takes off. Gets a gap over Grindel very quickly. Bill Rivard, all kinds of out of shape back there, back in 5th. Giglio going to roll it through the middle. Kind of expected him to go up high. I think we both did, but he is not. He is staying through the middle and low lanes. Wraps that iRacing machine around the bottom line, and there's all kinds of calamity in the background. Cody Cleaver. That is Cliff Mullins, and I think Lucas once again. They're all just stopped on the front stretch. We'll see how long they stay there. As these 5 come through. 3 and 4 heading on to the front stretch. Looks like the accident has cleared. That's really going to hurt Lucas Heusman falling back that far while Blake Giglio is picking up a double feature win, it looks like. Hayden Lowell looks like he's going to try to get third from Ian Montrose here at the last few laps. Napa car trying to hook up on that bottom line. Bill Rivard up and into the outside wall. Cliff Mullins is taking his car to the pit lane. Blake continues to lead. And we stay on this battle for third. Hayden trying to wrap the bottom. They're both catching Harry Grindel. Blake sees the white flag in the air as he rolls through turns 1 and 2. Down the backstretch for the final time here at Lanier.
I think Highline's going to prevail here for third.
And we have Blake Giglio picking up the win, Harry Grindel, then Ian Montrose and Hayden Lowell battling it across the line, having a fantastic finish.
Great finish, Hayden. Good racing. That was fun.
Bill Rivard picks up 5th. Cody Cleaver will bring it home 6th ahead of Lucas Heusman. Lucas had a race to forget. Blake Giglio gets the double feature win. Let's go ahead and bring in Mr. 16. Down there in the low drag
I don't know why
shed.
we're running into me.
Because it's fun to run into you. Blake, Scott, and DG in the booth. You got a copy?
How's it going?
Well, it's going good for you. You picked up the double feature win from last place in both races. First time that's been done in SRL history. How good do we feel about making some history?
Feels pretty good. It's always good to make history, right? So, glad we were able to do that, and glad we were able to come out with a win there. We had a rough feature there. We racked about 6 times, so but one piece and was able to win.
10-4. He didn't wreck it hard enough, I guess. Able to keep it up to speed and taking the lead there at the end when all the calamity was going on behind you. What did you think about the lines out there? A lot of different racing grooves and ideas out there.
Yeah, this track honestly produced way better than I thought it was going to. In any other dirt car, this track's kind of trash. So I've been really surprised. You could run really any 3 lines you wanted to. I don't know if you saw under yellow there or not. I burned out the top for Harry. He was really good on the top. So under yellow, I kept flooring it up on top, burning off the top, pushing the marbles up, and he couldn't hold up there after that, and we were to pass him on the bottom.
There you go, Blake, giving away the secrets now that the season's done with dirt. We'll move on. Maybe somebody will remember that in season 11 and use it against you.
It's typically all the dirt cars what you can do, so it's a little fun little trick.
10-4. Well, congrats on the double feature win. You got the Friends Family shout outs for tonight?
Yeah, obviously, same ones as usual. You for broadcasting, for playing on the league. Cliff for the setup. It was pretty good tonight.
That would be Scott and Damon for the setup tonight.
Oh, shout out to you guys for the dirt setup tonight. I knew Cliff couldn't make that good of a dirt set, so that's why I was so shocked, I guess. And the Artemis guys for all they do. So yeah, hopefully we can continue them on in the next week.
10-4, and well, now you got the points lead for sure going into the final week. How do we feel about locking down the first ever SRL Race of Champions Championship?
Yeah, it's gonna feel really good. Hopefully we can do it. It's the best of the best, right? The greatest in the league. So, but hopefully we can, do that and prove a point and do what we're doing next season and all the other series.
10-4. Well, good luck, and we'll see you back here next week.
Thanks.
Good luck, Blake.
Let's go ahead and bring in the 70 of Harry Grindel. Harry, DG, Scott in the booth. You got a copy?
Got you.
Take it away, Scott.
How's it going, Harry? So just tell me about your race. What do you think of the car setup? What do you think of the track and the different lines? And and things like that.
It was an odd one. The car was quite difficult to really get a feel for what it wanted exactly. The throttle control on dirt is always the sticking point, and tonight it was quite hard to figure out kind of how much it wanted you to give it. Sometimes it'd be okay giving it a bit more, sometimes it wasn't. So it was really hard to try and figure out how much throttle it wanted you to use off the corners, and I think ultimately that's just what set Blake apart tonight. He just, being with the experience that he had in dirt, he just has a knack for knowing how much throttle he needs to give it compared to the rest of us. So we tried our best, got to the lead towards the end there, but on that second to last restart, Blake just pulled an inside line that I didn't know was there, and when I tried it on the final run, wasn't there, so I don't know how he did that. But yeah, survived, wound up second with a pretty beat up car, pretty sure it's right front damage, but yeah, well, survival, here we are in second.
Right front, left front, right side.
The whole
Unfortunately,
car
that's
took
the
a
story
beating.
of Unfortunately, that's the story of racing dirt with Blake, is he just finds lines that
Yeah.
nobody knows existed.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing. I have like, I'm pretty comfortable with having a car like sideways, you know, in terms of like the steering, the balancing, all that kind of thing. I'm happy with having a car on loose surfaces, but Blake just has that knack for just knowing the precision of it, I suppose. You know, that kind of finesse. There's something that his experience has that the rest of us probably don't quite yet. So, not exactly surprising that he came out and took both tonight.
Right.
All right, we get your friends, family, sponsor shout outs for us tonight, and we appreciate you waking up early to come race with us.
I haven't gone to sleep yet. Kamikaze Motorsport, Centers hosting, Soyo Game Rush Expo, Catgo Racing, this Renault Alpine SRX thing, abomination.
Hey, it's faster than the Formula One car.
Yeah, a damn sight more reliable too. Especially more reliable than that hypercar. Good grief.
And this, you can actually touch somebody and not break it.
that it can. And yeah, and to Chance to Extreme and Low Time Race Engines, and obviously to see yourself for putting this on. This series, it's a lot of fun. We're just out here, not taking it too seriously, just throwing elbows, having a good time, and it's fun. Had a lot of fun tonight.
10-4. Well, you get the last laugh on Bill. You get to be finishing second tonight while he's back there in fifth. So the little beef that we're trying to fake happen here has to feel good to beat your supposed rival there. And congrats on that P2 tonight. We'll see you back here next week.
Yeah, see you next one.
Drop Harry back down in there and bring in Ian Montrose. Ian, DG, and Scott in the booth. You got a copy?
Hey guys, how's it going?
Well, it's going really good. I don't know if you heard us debating earlier, but we were saying how Waffle House doesn't have square waffles, so we're confused by the square waffle that's underneath your number ones on the rear spoiler.
We're not in conspiracy territory, are we? Like,
1000%.
That is kicking over the fence at this point.
That is a fake waffle.
I plead the fifth, okay? All right. You know me when it comes to paints. It's not my forte. So.
Yeah, we were in very deep discussion about that earlier, and in fact, your teammate said he's had a square waffle from Waffle House, and I was like, "Sir, I need the proof," because I have never seen a square waffle from Waffle House my entire life.
I see this booth has got the essentials nailed down tonight.
That's what happens when we have Scott in the booth, right?
Yeah, man, you got hungry stomachs, you know. I mean, hey, who doesn't need a good Waffle House? I need a good Waffle House to sponsor me, man. That would be great.
I mean, I
do this
literally
for free.
have one at the end of my street. So, I mean, if worst comes to worst, I can carry my butt right at the end of my street and get some Waffle House. But
Do you know where I would have gone if I had won?
Waffle
I would have gone
House.
straight to Waffle House, exactly.
You won the Open. Does that count? Oh, God, Hayden's here.
Uh-oh. Am I in trouble, Hayden?
No, that was awesome racing.
Oh, okay, good. Phew.
I meant what I said over the radio. Like, that was great.
You guys did have one whale of a battle.
If anything, like, you should be mad at me because I totally tried to use you up on exit of 4 to get the last spot, but
that's why I turned down on you.
And he didn't get the spot from you, so he comes in here to steal your interview anyway. What a jackass.
Yeah, get out of here. You're fourth.
Oh.
That was great. Love it. Oh no, he's back. No, get out.
No, it was a good. Honestly, what sucks is that the bottom groove wasn't there anymore.
Right.
And as a result, it kind of was a lot harder to overtake and That's why it got that close towards the end with Hayden. If you could get underneath that person, it would become a real battle off the corner. But it's fun. It was fun in these cars. That's the first time I've driven dirt on this car, so it's fun. Very fun.
You didn't do it 2 weeks ago?
No, I crashed immediately because my PC crashed, so that was it.
Oh, well, that's a shame.
I got on the track with while everybody was pacing, and then my PC was like, "Nah, we're not gonna do that tonight." So.
Well, at least your PC behaved tonight. Yours and Matt Banky, so maybe it's a sign that the PCs of SRL are starting to get their shit together. We appreciate you coming out and racing with us tonight. I hope you had a lot of fun, and we'll hope to see you back here next week.
Appreciate it, guys. Thanks for everything.
I know you gave Waffle House a shout out. You got any others?
Cody, sponsor, wife, parents, kids, dog, hello.
Perfect.
And then appreciate everybody else coming out tonight, and appreciate you putting on this. This was fun on this. Hopefully, regular season SRX, maybe? Who knows?
No, I think we're just going to keep this as like a regular off-season occurrence for the Race of Champions.
I like it still. It's fun on the off-season. This was something different. I like it, so appreciate it.
All right, well, get on out of here. Enjoy the rest of your night, and hopefully we'll see you back here next week.
Appreciate it, boys. Take care. Have a good evening.
Have a good night.
Here's Ian Montrose in the one car, bringing home third. I was going to talk to Hayden because he was sitting in the waiting room, but he disappeared. So just for fun, let's go talk to Cliff. Cliff, Scott, and DG in the booth. You got a copy?
Oh, well, hey.
Hi.
What happened?
What happened?
Yeah, what happened?
I got wrecked.
You got wrecked?
What you left for?
I got wrecked quite a few times.
You were involved in about everything somehow.
Just about.
If we need a replay, just go to Cliff's car and watch.
Yeah, I mean, that's all you gotta do. Just go through every one of them and just see how I get absolutely shit on.
Well, Andrew Beach predicted you would finish last, and you had to prove him right.
Well, technically I didn't because Michael finished last.
Michael didn't start, so he didn't finish.
Well, he's still last.
But he didn't start, so he didn't finish.
I am not last. We are not at the bottom.
No, Beach is last, right?
Technically, he is. He's number 10. So.
And how'd that happen?
Might have been my fault. I don't know how that could happen.
Do you think kicking a competitor out of the race might be why you had a bad night?
No, I mean, because I was, first one I did all right. Second one, not so much.
It's like the second one. You remembered you were on dirt and freaked out for some reason.
No.
I'm going to be honest. In the open, you look like you knew what you were doing.
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, I just kind of, went through the motions with it, with the open. Then I tried to do something in this one.
Ah, that was the problem.
Yeah. Yeah. And then once I got up there towards the front, I was like, holy crap, I'm like top 3 right here. Fucking Bill spins in front of me, and I got nowhere to go. Fucking
Bill, that asshole.
Fucking Bill.
Well, did you at least have fun? That's the point.
Oh yeah, we had fun. It was a fun time. I think the whole left side of my car is pretty much completely destroyed at this point.
Oof.
I think we had nose damage at some point. The steering, well, I mean, it's dirt, so the steering didn't feel right the whole time. And we finished P8, so not last.
I went to the beginning so that your car looks pretty for the interview.
It looks great right there. Now go to lap 37.
No, it looks horrible then.
Get a real accurate portrayal of I forget which lap it was that I got actually wrecked on. The last one where me and Cody and Lucas all kind of decided that fuck our cars.
You just wanted to go to the back as quickly as possible, apparently.
I mean, we were working on it. You come out of turn 4 and shit went awry. It was quite the night.
All right, well, let's look ahead to weekend number 5. You built the setup for it. First of all, let me go back and see where the hell we're going, because I think it's South Boston, right? Yeah, there we go. Everyone chimed in at once. South Boston, how do we feel about our setup for next week?
Should be good. I think the only thing that might need tweaking is y'all got to back that brake bias up if you're going to use the brakes there, because they run this thing at 41% brake bias. I don't know why, but that's what it was at. So I set it up to run decent with that brake bias. I think it'll actually be multi-groove racing. I think you can run the outside with this car there.
And what about drifting? Because Jake says now we'd drift this damn thing.
That's probably what's going to happen anyway.
10-4. Well, hopefully we'll get everyone out next week to send this series off with the bang. I've had a lot of fun. Hopefully you all have as well. Appreciate all the work everyone's put into it. And go ahead and give me your shout-outs for your last place run, just because it's a meme now.
Well, everybody that helps me finish dead fucking last in this fucking league. Pinnacle Trailer Sales, because, I've still never made a sale on that. Curly's Guns and More, because Andrew needs that after earlier incident. DGSRacing.com, that's on here. We got AC Racing Graphics, because Adam makes my cars look great, and then I tear them all the fuck. Let's see, we got Midnight Performance on there. We got M9 Performance. We've got C2X, because my teammates are fucking great. Low Drag Esports, because that's the only place I can actually win races is when I race with those guys. Yep, my son Jaron, he's in there fighting with a dog right now. And
who's winning?
I think the dog. And then my girlfriend Allie sitting behind me. She's been my one viewer the whole time over here. I think Lucas is in there now. And then Emily, because I think she came out the room there for a second there too. There's me getting absolutely fucking shit canned right there.
1000% shit canned.
Bang, right there, just she done at that point.
It's beautiful. Well, congrats on destroying your car that Adam made look really pretty. Adam, you're gonna have to do it again.
Yeah, we rewrap it.
Rewrap it. Oh man! All right. Well, we're going to race some officials in a little bit, so don't go too far, and we'll jump into that right after this SRX race as soon as we sign out of that. And I look forward to it.
Man, that rear end is crooked.
So is yours. It's okay. All right, we're going to jump out of there so we can wrap things up. Hope you enjoyed tonight's broadcast of the SRX series that we use as our Sidewinder Race of Champions. Basically an IROC series. All of our champions from Season 10, we throw them in here and let them have a good time. If you guys qualify in from the Open, and we turn them loose. And this is what we ended up with. 2 really good races tonight, especially feature number 1. If you didn't catch it, go back and watch it. Had 5 wide pass for the lead. It was just absolutely incredible. Go check it out. It'll be up on YouTube in a little while, and we appreciate you being here tonight. Thank you so much. Thanks to all of our sponsors that help put this on, Spit and Venom, Labor 12, and all the rest that help us do everything we do week in and week out. Special shout out to Golden Eagles. They announced they're going to be back for Season 11, so give them an extra mention. We appreciate Temple and the Golden Eagle crew. Thanks so much to them. And yeah, you guys have a great rest of your night. We're going to end things here on the YouTube, and we'll be over on the Twitch here for a few hours doing some official racing with Cliff Mullins. So stay tuned for that. We appreciate you so much. Have a great night.